about to tear the roof off.
Hey.
Oh, there he is, our all-star.
What's going on?
This guy knows how to set a goal and get it done.
I appreciate that, Cliff.
You having a good day, bud?
Yeah, I'm having a great day, man.
Have
You?
a seat. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's set a new goal. Take a look at these for the second half. Let us know which ones you'd like to pursue.
I want to be Defensive Player of the Year.
That's a tough goal because the voters focus on the wrong things. Playing great defense is not about filling up the stat sheet with rebounds and steals, and it's not about blocking a ball into the stands. It's about getting your hands dirty and doing what's best for the team.
That's all I'm about, Coach. You know this. You seen my game?
Your commitment on the defensive end is commendable. You got your head screwed on straight for the most part, but I'm just not sure focusing on this award is the way to go.
All right, I know this seems a little selfish, but I sacrificed for the team. And I want a little recognition.
Okay. Well, luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against the best offenses in the league, and I will make sure that Donna and the PR team get the media narrative headed in the right direction.
That's clever. I like that.
Just keep your focus on winning games. Cliff and Donna will take care of the rest.
Heard you, Coach. I got you.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
expenses are offering fee-free tickets for the next 30 minutes. Visit your nearest ticket booth. And thanks for coming to support Pacers basketball.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and give them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey, Lauri Markkanen out there with Joel Embiid, and it's McCain in at the 2 spot. Now here's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton, beyond the arc. The General pulls it in. Now here's Maxey. Here's the General. Fires in the triple. The General's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Back to Siakam. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from 3. Nice.
And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
And it's Mathurin missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
The Pacers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Siakam's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's the General. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Embiid, a screen on Siakam. And he's going for the oop here. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's Indiana with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Turner.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Nembhard outside. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Now here's Siakam. It's good. Siakam's got 7.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Here's Nembhard. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Halliburton outside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Tyrese Halliburton has an array of moves offensively. Off the deck, yes, sir.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Nesmith, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. Schroeder comes in for Tyrese Maxey. 52 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pacers trail by 7. Nembhard outside. No good on the triple. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Philadelphia with another miss. The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And I'll tell you, Matherin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From behind the arc. The offensive rebound. And here's Schroeder outside. Nails it from 3.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Nembhard outside. Outside Nesmith. Here's Siakam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. So both teams making some changes here. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of...
Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Wagner. Siakam comes in for Walker. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Pass to McCain. Here's the general. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Warriors, just played phenomenal. He contributed 40 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 6-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And I love the aggressiveness they showed at the start of that game. They were really ready to attack the rim.
You know, typically when you go that hard to the rack, you can make a living at the charity stripe, and that's exactly what happened.
Sinks it from distance.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the three, but go to your first strength. Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Indiana's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. 44 seconds left in the first half. Back to Turner. Siakam finds Turner. Halliburton for 3. Oh, Halliburton deadly from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's the general. The Sixers again can't hit.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Halliburton. No stopping Halliburton. So physical.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's the general. He had 40 points in the win against Golden State. Buries it from 3.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Some real doozies on that list. Which are you looking forward to, Shaq?
I'd rather not say, Ernie. I don't want to make the other teams feel left out.
You know, come on, AJ. It's like children. You can't pick favorites.
The level of caring and sensitivity on this set, it's never been higher. Either that, or we're just taking this segment off. Switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers, they've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Nimhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half. Maxey passes to the general. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Indiana trailing here. Outside Matherin. Back to Siakam. Halliburton for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The Generals got 4 rebounds in the game. About a minute played here in the second half. Markkanen sets a screen. The General drills it from deep. The Generals got 27 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Philadelphia leading by 5. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The General passes to Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Siakam outside. Will it go? The General pulls it in. The General's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Maxey. Tries a 10-footer. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Again, the Sixers score.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Here's Halliburton. The General pulls it in. The General's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Pacers making a switch here. Neesmith's checked in. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at Philadelphia. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot. And checking out Indiana, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out Philadelphia, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
It gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. A good look from Siakam. Rebound by Philadelphia. The Generals got rebound number 7 tonight. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Aaron Neesmith, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Grimes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he sinks the second. Here's the general. He's got 32 points. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pacers trail by 8. Outside Walker. The three. They get it again. There's Neesmith with the three. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Here's the general. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. The Generals got 13 points in this quarter. McConnell against Maxey. Pass to Kolek. And here's Walker. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game. Maxey passes to the General. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. No good on the three. Now here's Siakam. 18 points for him. Down low. 1 second left. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Philadelphia leading by 8. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Paul George. And it's the General in at the 4. Halliburton, the pass to Wagner. Walker for 3. Counted from distance. Walker's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's the General. Fires from deep. Kicks it to George. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Walker. And the jam by Walker.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 76ers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. George passes to the General. The Sixers again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Wagner. Halliburton for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Grimes. And another miss by Philadelphia. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Markkanen's checked in. Pass to Drummond. Here's the general. No good. Unable to win this run.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Halliburton finds Turner. Nembhard outside. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's the general. Oh, and Turner with a block.
How about the reads of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond.
Number 21, Joel Embiid.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Embiid, a screen on Siakam. Knocks down the long J. The general's got 38 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Turner, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Nembhard. On the wing, Mathurin. There's a screen by Turner. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Mathurin missing. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's the general. Markkanen with a screen on Siakam. The general, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the paint. Here's Turner. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the general. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton left side. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Halliburton left side. This one for 3. And no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's the general. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for 2.
And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Indiana, they're working against the clock now. Halliburton attacks. Kicks it out to Siakam. Puts up a 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 6th assist of the night. Philadelphia shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Pass to the general. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Siakam. Here's the second effort. Rebound by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's the general. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Nembhard outside. Here's Halliburton. He connects. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Oh, a big-time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
The general. Siakam with the defensive effort. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Siakam missing again.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all. Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Indiana calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Here's Nembhard. Second shot opportunity. Siakam. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty, and so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Indiana calls timeout. 12 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think?
It's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
– 12 seconds left in the game. And Indiana misses again. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
You earned that one.
It's going in!
I'm ready to go.
Great game.
Dude.
Like those kicks, MP? What is going on, MP?
All right, baby. Let's get down.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Clark. It's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you've got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Wagner out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Here's the three. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Halliburton with the answer was anxious to throw it right back at him.
76ers moving the ball around. The General can't get it to go. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Philadelphia.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Jacks up a three. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Wagner passes to Siakam. The shot will not fall. Nice D from the General. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Down low. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. Launches from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mathurin for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The General. Good. The General's got 8 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against Indiana was terrific. He scored 45 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Maxey passes to George. There's the pick. Pass to Maxey. Here's the General. Last time, 45 points for him. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Pass to the general. In the corner, George with it. Bucket is good.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Halliburton with it. And Wagner has it in the corner. Off target with his three. The 76ers lead. Pass to the general. Now here's Embiid. Here's the general. He's got 8. And the three ball is good. The general's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Halliburton. He has 5. Wagner has screen on Maxey. And it's Halliburton missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead, up 4. Live from Philadelphia. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys? Changes here for the Pacers. Wagner comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Wagner wide open. Trains the three-pointer. He has 5.
Good to see Wagner knock down the 3.
They've got Drummond. The general is out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Maxey passes to the general. Here's Grimes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Wagner passes to Neesmith. Now Halliburton. Wagner from long range. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Drummond with a screen on Wagner. Pass to Maxey. Here's the general. He's got 14. 4 on the clock. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. 1:58 left in the first half. And here is Neesmith. Here's Nembhard. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers trail by 3. The general passes to Drummond. Here's McCain. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. And we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Markkanen in for Maxey. Here's Siakam.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
The General can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 3. Nembhard finds McConnell. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Siakam outside. Takes it inside and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from the General. And Siakam throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up that shot.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals, how they reflect.
All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
Adding Jimmy Buckets is huge. A guy who can get points anytime from anywhere. When he gets that look in his eye, run-off points is coming.
And he has a huge... That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court for Indiana. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's the general. He's covered by Halliburton. Tarlock can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Halliburton. There's the triple. It's hauled in by George.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
For the tie. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. To the inside. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Embiid throws it down.
I got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
So it's the Pacers now. It's a one-point game. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Tarlock. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Good work there as it goes. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Tarlock. They get it back. Embiid with a screen on Siakam. The general can't get it to go.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Here's Embiid, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. Nice move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Mo Wagner. Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Drills it from outside.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be on Siakam. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Lauri Markkanen comes in for George. And that one misses. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. The Pacers making a switch here.
Substitution, number 25.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. For three, Siakam. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's the general. He's got 29 points. Sinks the triple.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Gets a very good look and converts. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back at... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got the general. He's up there with Markkanen, and it's McCain in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Second chance shot. Markkanen kicks to Drummond. Pass to the general. Shot clock at 6. Bounce pass from Drummond. Here's the general. Markkanen a screen on Walker. The general. Good.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Now, here is Halliburton. Guarded closely.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Drummond. And the Pacers also making a change. Nembhard's checked in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Tarlock. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside Turner. Pass to Halliburton. And it's blocked. Here's the general. He's covered by Halliburton. Nice shot by Yabusele.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Indiana making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Turner. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Aaron Nesmith. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Thank you, David. Mathurin, good.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
The 76ers leading by 10. Embiid with a screen on Siakam. Buries it from three-point range. The Generals got 45 points.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. George passes to the General. Embiid with a screen on Siakam. There's the drive. The General. Good.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Nembhard. Now, here's Siakam. 5 to shoot. Halliburton with it. From outside, off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-5 run here.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the General.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Pass to Mathurin. Siakam deciding where to go with it. And finished off by Siakam. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the General, covered by Siakam. Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home. Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their rabid fan base a night to remember. If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And with the All-Star game coming up, let's check in on the standings in the East. You take a look at the 76ers. They are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, there's Toronto, pretty far behind right now.
You know, for the Raptors, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Well, look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And for Toronto, Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick. And it's Pirtle in at center. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Now here's Quickley. 29 points for him last game against Boston. Outside Barnes. Hits the three-pointer.
And look who wanted revenge. Scotty Barnes was committed to getting the answer.
There's a screen. Here's the general. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Quickly outside. Pirtle, pass to Barnes. And the Raptors, another 3.
This team relies on Barnes to drill threes, just stretching out the floor.
Here's the general. Banked it in off the glass. The general's got 5 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Dick. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Back to Pirtle. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
He buries it from 3. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
The Sixers leading and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Pacers, delivered quite a performance. He contributed 52 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Here's McCain. Here's the general, guarded by Barrett. The general, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Barrett can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
And the Raptors with some changes. Claxton, he's checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Barrett. And it's Lawson in for Quickley. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Philadelphia. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Raptors making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And a chance here to check out some stats for R.J. Barrett.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Barnes. He had 28 points in the win against Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Walter from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Markkanen sets a screen. The General. The Sixers with another miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Davis. It's Barnes on the wing. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Don't see that a ton from Barnes. I mean, he's showing he can really get rid of it.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the General. And the 3 off target. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance. The 76ers making a change here. Pass to Lawson. Here's Walter. Lawson passes to Claxton. Inside. It's stolen by Maxey. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. Here's the General. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Raptors trail by 7. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Tries the spin move. Lawson passes to Claxton. Into the lane. And Claxton throws it down.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Abaji. Here's Mobo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Let's go with a 3. Abaji can't hit. The Sixers lead by 8. The kick out to Maxey. Markkanen, the pass to the General. There's a minute 59 left to play in the second quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Raptors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Lawson. Maxey covering. Out to the wing. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Agbaji's got his first 3 points of the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Grimes, the pass to Embiid, and then Embiid with the dunk.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Raptors trail by 13. Outside Dick. It's Barrett on the wing. It's guarded by Markkanen. The open shot, Barnes. The rebound by Embiid.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Markkanen, the pass to the General. Embiid to screen on Barrett. Here's the general. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
Now here's Barrett. No points so far. The general pulls it in. The general's got 4 rebounds in the game. Markkanen outside. Pass to the general. The 3 is up. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their 3-point shooting. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hey, everybody. First off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
Adding Jimmy buckets is huge. A guy who can get points anytime from anywhere. When he gets that look in his eye, run-off points is coming.
And he has a huge effect on team culture, wanting to play alongside guys who are tough and accountable. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the 76ers.
You have certain players that live and die by the 3. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue this way? I don't know.
Yeah, normally you preach a balanced attack. Maybe these guys don't need it. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Here's Pirtle. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Left side, Barnes. Barrett passes to Barnes. Back to Barrett. There's the triple. Kept alive. Pirtle. Misses the baby hook. Philadelphia leading by 18. Maxey passes to the general. Fires for 3. Rebound, Toronto. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's the general. That 3's off the mark. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And the general gets it to go.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Quickly. Still without a bucket. Puts it up from 12. Buries the jump shot.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to the general. Shot from 12. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Raptors trail by 17. Left side, Barrett. Outside, Barnes. Back to Barrett. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Yep, that one's good. The Generals got 7 points for the quarter.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Barnes. The 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's the General. Good! Another from 3.
And night in and night out, you can count on him to really stretch the defense.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Pass to Claxton. And here's Barnes. Can they get it? Sinks the tray. Agbaji's got 6.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Here's the General. From the arc. The shot off that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Barnes in the post. No luck on that one. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Pass to the General. Now here's George. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The General, no good. Raptors trail by 19. Here's Agbaji. Outside Barnes. The 3 is up. Agbaji can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Mobo with the rebound.
He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Pass to Barnes. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Barnes has got 7 points for the quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia on top, up by 16. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Lauri Markkanen, and it's Drummond in at the 5. And the bucket is good. Davis has gotten his first points in this one.
And look at Davis taking full advantage on the inside shot. A young guy who knows he can't waste a high percentage opportunity.
Drummond with the screen. Connects again from distance.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Pass to Agbaji. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
I love how Davis sees the floor, especially when he gets it to the open teammates.
Back to Markkanen. Over to the left wing, the general. Off the mark there with a 3. Raptors trail by 15. Here's Abaji. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Toronto making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. Here's the general. Markkanen sets a screen. And the general gets it to go. The general's got 16 points here in the second half.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Pass to Mobo. To the inside. Stolen by Drummond. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Abaji. Here's Claxton. That one is off. The Sixers lead by 15. Here's the general. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to McCain. Here's the general. Off target from outside. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Claxton with it. Here's Walter. And McCain pulls it down. Here's the general. He's guarded by Claxton. The general. Rejected by Claxton. Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Markkanen. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's the general. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. Raptors trail by 15. Driving in. Here's Mobo. Soft touch off the glass.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And Philadelphia making a change. And again for 3.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. Outside Barnes. Pass to Dick. And here's Barnes. 5 on the clock. From the high post. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now. Here's the general. Misses the 3. The Raptors have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the 76ers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks.
Good! Another from 3.
And this is amazing. I mean, that moves them into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this does not happen very often. Barnes with a screen on George. To the middle. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes. Now Maxey. Here's the general. 3-pointer off the mark. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Quickly, and he drives in. He got a piece of it. Here's the general. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's the general. Off target with the 3. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 17. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be...
Way to bring the effort tonight.